Hi, I'm Joan Newcomb, and I'm doing a series of morning musings based on posts I wrote on my blog, Adventures in Density and Effort. I'm going to read the post, and I'm also going to comment on it as I'm reading it if things come up that are out of date or has changed, because the world has changed a lot in the last few years. A manifestation primer, or how one creates reality 101. I was going to do this blog post on competition, but someone suggested manifestation, and that topic is so much more fun. I'm going to go with it instead. Manifestation is about creating our reality, bringing the dreams from thought into form. It's what this world is about. One way of viewing this world is as a school where lessons are learned, but actually it's a playground. And lessons are learned on the playground as well, remember. Our present reality is a reflection of our ability to create, and we create through our thoughts or mental image pictures. Our present reality shows the world how spiritually creative we are. As spirit, everything is neutral. There's no good or bad. So someone with extreme challenges is as capable and as creative as someone with extreme blessings. All of our thoughts, conscious and unconscious, radiate outward, affecting how we perceive the world, as well as what we attract into our world. If there are aspects of your life that you're not happy with, look within and see if you're holding a concept that has literally manifested before your eyes. On one level, we're entirely responsible for creating our reality. However, there's a co-creative aspect to it. For instance, let's say my intention is to go to a movie at 7 p.m. So I leave the house with plenty of time to make the show. But there's this entire city of people leaving their houses with intention to go places. And we all get on the freeway at the same time. My intention can be affected by somebody else having had an accident or choosing to drive more slowly or many other factors. I can still manifest my intention by keeping my focus on my goal instead of all the slow drivers in the world. If I'm focusing on the slow pokes, then I'm creating through resisting, which means I'll attract every turtle behind the wheel into the lane in front of me. If I focus solely on the 7 p.m. show, then cars will melt out of my way. Co-creativity is more fun when two people come together with an agreed upon desire. When two or more are gathered comes into play, miracles can occur. Such is the power of partnership. Co-creativity doesn't have to happen with another person. You can co-create with nature, angels, or consciousness. Recently, I got a very clear awareness that our present reality is like the holodeck from Star Trek, The Next Generation, that we've forgotten that we are the people that originally stood outside the door and programmed the computer. And still, we are the people programming the computer, only from within the holodeck. This idea gave me a clear understanding of co-creating as well, because there are others on this holodeck, and they're all with their own programmed reality. Rather like a scene from an improv group, like that old show, Whose Line Is It Anyway? Where each person is operating from a different reality, yet bumping into another person's reality as well. Sometimes our ability to manifest is limited because of our unconscious mental image pictures or programming from our past. I recently did a reading for a Vietnam vet who'd been so affected by his war experiences that it continued to create conflict in all his present relationships. The unconscious programming from his time with the Marines hung about him like an invisible picture gallery. And he not only perceived the world through these pictures of conflict, but people around him felt the energy of conflict when they interacted with him. When such limiting beliefs are deeply ingrained in our unconscious, it may take more than just positive things to change them. Therapy is the traditional way to deal with the unconscious, but others have been helped by hypnotherapy and other alternative treatments like the emotional freedom technique, neurolinguistic programming, EMDR, or even acupuncture. We have been transitioning from an old way of manifesting on this planet to a new way. The old way has been through physical effort, typified by a way that we've created income through working excess hours of a job that we don't really like and for very little pay. The new way is more spiritually aligned, working at something we love, manifesting abundance with little or no effort. Often people discover that when they put their focus on what they love to do, they suddenly find themselves being paid large sums to do it. There are a variety of ways to manifest your desires. The simplest one is putting a request out to the universe. And this can be done by imagining a pink helium balloon with what you'd like to have in it. and watching it float up to the clouds and disappear so that the universe or consciousness can bring it back to you. When consciously manifesting, it's helpful to be specific and also to put a time limit on it so that it comes to you in a timely fashion. What good is having the perfect house on the market after you've already signed off on the one that was available when you needed it? Another powerful way of creating a reality is to take time daily to focus on what you want. In keeping with the holodeck idea, you can create an imaginary workshop or lab to go to for a quiet period each day and set your intended reality in this place. It helps to do all of these things from a playful mindset. So I invite you to try a manifestation game. For the next 30 days, try something that you'd like to have in your life and use one of the suggested techniques. See what happens and leave me a comment about it. I love reading your comments. If you like these videos, please like them, share them with others, and you can also subscribe. If you want to know more, my website is joan-newcomb.com. I do individual sessions. I also have a coaching program. If you're watching this on YouTube, all those links are below. And I'll see you tomorrow for another Morning Musings.